So what's going on, guys? It's Captain America. Hope you guys are well, and thank you so much for coming onto this channel. So as always, starting off with the match stats. So for this one, it was slightly different in terms of my position. As you guys all know, I play as a centre back. That is my primary position, but this was very late night football that we were playing. So this was like around 1 AM that we were playing. So of course, I didn't want to be a centre back, especially with the minimal human players that we had. So I was given a go as a striker. I rarely ever play as a striker. I just don't like playing as a striker. So I was positioned there, but my main positioning build was as a cam. So I was a central attacking midfielder, playing more like a Firmino role in that central forward position. And you know, we did win 4-1. I scored a fantastic hat-trick, in my opinion. That's the first hat-trick I've done as a striker within the club. You know, it was a great performance on our side as a team. We had 53% possession. We had 21 shots in total against 12 from the opposition. You know, from my side of things, I had a 10 out of 10 match rating. I took 6 shots and then 100% accurate in terms of on target. I had 25 passes completed at 96% and then 20 dribbles at 100%. So again, an all-round performance from myself as a striker. But again, we had some really good individual players playing at that time, especially with the free-flowing passing football, which is what we embed at the club. So, you know, just to give you a quick formational team update and lineup for this game, you know, we had myself and Sliv as strikers. You know, Sliv did score a goal, as well as you know, played a very unique part in the play as an up-front striker with me. We had Thiago just behind us as a central attacking midfielder. Main GOAT, you know, we call him TR GOAT, especially with the 3 assists that he's done for us in this game. And then, of course, we had Neymar as well as Khalil playing in the central midfield position. You know, we had Neymar playing more as a, you know, going up and down as much as he can, pressurising the ball. And then Khalil playing more as the little Messi that he is, a Bernardo Silva. You know, he's a very potent player and he does assist as much as he can for the team. And he did get 1 assist in this game. So again, guys, do enjoy, and you know, it's something different from our side. You know, something unique on my side, especially being as a centre back. At least you could understand and see how I play outside of the realms of a centre back position. You know, I do play as a central midfielder whenever I can. Again, when we don't have that many players online. But for this one, I wanted to give a go as a centre forward, and you know, we had a fantastic performance. And honestly, during the night that we were playing, I think we had like 5 or 6 games that we played at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I had around, I think in total, 6 goals and then 5 assists as well, in based on 5 games that we played. So, you know, as a central forward, it wasn't too bad. But again, I do want to, you know, hopefully, when we do get many more players that we do play against, I would love to try it out 11 versus 11 as a striker, and just to understand, to see how it is against, you know, human centre backs, just as a, you know, a back line of 4 individual defenders. But again, it's a bit tough with, you know, the summer holidays now coming, you know, very fast. We've got a lot of players that are going to be out for a while, especially for these summer periods, which is a bit disappointing, a bit hard for us. But again, it's that moment in time where FIFA's dying down, especially with the new FIFA coming up. But I don't know, let's see. You know, we've heard the news about the crossplay side of things and everything like that. The community now is growing as much as they can in terms of save pro clubs. You know, and the thing is, like, there was this American dude who's one of the developers for pro clubs, and he's mentioned that he's been in the pro club scene on you know, the EA side of things for FIFA for many years. But I don't understand what he does. Like, I don't know why he gets paid or what he does, because firstly, man doesn't listen to the community, okay? We've been telling him items and things to do for the pro club side of things that would help grow and develop, you know, this, you know, category. We see Ultimate Team, you know, doing always fantastically. There's so much growth and potential within the Ultimate Team side of things, which they're always implementing. But, you know, when it comes to the pro club side of things, there seems to be minimal change every single year. You know, regardless, it just seems to make it a bit more harder for us. I don't know what the developers are thinking, especially, you know, it's an American guy. He doesn't really call it football, he calls it soccer. So that's my first complaint, first of all. Man doesn't even understand the concept of football if he's calling it soccer. And secondly, I don't know why he's a developer that doesn't understand or listen to the community. I know on Twitter that they were looking at doing, like, I don't know, a community chat. I don't know what it's called. It's one of those hangout chats where they talk and discuss about, like, different stuff. So that's something I might be pitching into, and just really sharing my thoughts around it, because this, again, as I mentioned in my previous videos, there is so much potential behind pro clubs, especially, you know, you've got all of these esports side of things happening. You got it's just so much more difficult than, I don't know, Ultimate Team. You've got every single individual player playing in the positions that they are as a human player, so the responsibility falls not on just those individuals but as a team. And there's so much to it within the pro club side of things, and I've been playing pro clubs for many years now, and again, for like every single year that I've been in, yes, you know, the FIFA side of things changes, you know, the gameplay, but there's minimal change within like the pro club side of things. You know, we are asking for like substitutions. You know, that would be fantastic for the human side of things. If it was a case where, you know, in game you can make substitutions, bring on someone with fresh legs compared to someone that's exhausted or tired. You know, that realistic type of simulation is something that we want, as well as crossplay. You know, crossplay has been enabled in other games, other, I don't know, areas. I don't know how difficult it is to enable, but they can't really use the fact that PC players or gamers are cheaters. You know, that's something that I haven't come across as a PC gamer, you know, playing against other PC pro clubs teams. So I don't know what the excuse is. You know, as they've already enabled, what is it? They're going to be enabling, sorry, in the Ultimate Team and as well as the online friendlies, 1 versus 1 side of things for crossplay. So I don't know, man. I think it's just rubbish. I don't see them doing like a mid-season type of update. I don't know if it's going to be too much of a work and too much of a risk to do that, especially as, you know, they might be doing like a beta or an alpha trial before they actually launch the game, maybe by December. That's how it usually goes with all of these games. You know, there's going to be so many bugs, but again, we just want them to listen to the community and help us grow, because there is just so much potential within the pro club scene. Bring like a competitive area within like the FIFA 23 pro league side of things. Just a different category, a different tab. I mentioned it in my previous video, you know, Call of Duty has started the pro league side of things, a separate, let's say, area where you could rank up, and there's different like, I don't know, rank up type of plays, and it's much more challenging because you got these individuals that want to be in this competitive esports level are playing within this side of things. And of course, if you don't want to be playing in these competitive leagues, you've got the normal game modes, and that's something that they need to do within this FIFA side of things. I think they just lack so much in terms of like the growth and potential of what the game can be. And hence why, as a community, I think we just need to, you know, voice our opinions as much as we can. But again, I don't know if they will listen to it, because, man, you know, he's saying soccer instead of football, you know, this US guy. So I don't think he understands the concept around football. I think there needs to be more intel from like European or British, let's say, developers. You know, these are the people that have football embedded in their bloods. Americans don't. They've got NFL, they've got NHL, they've got other crap as well, but soccer for them is nothing but just a normal sport. You know, I don't know if anyone's seen any of their matches, but it's horrible. Especially, you know, the American guys, the way that they chant, like, "Let's go Raptors, let's go." Like, there's no, like, I don't know, differentiation within the chants. When you come to, like, the UK side of things, you got people blaring out songs within the chants. You've got player songs. You've got, like, different things. Instead of, you got, in the American side of things, you got someone that's there motivating the crowd to, like, I don't know, chant or to, like, cheer, or I don't know what it is, but they're, like, leading or orchestrating the actual, you know, the crowd vibes as such. It's something that is awful, but again, they do that within all the sports that they have in the American side of things. But I don't know, man. I really don't know, but we'll get away from that. I've been talking about it in my previous videos, which you could, you know, listen into. I've got a FIFA 23 updates and my thoughts and suggestions and just advice of what I feel should be done on that side of things. But what we're going to be doing is what I ideally want to talk about today was, in fact, about the results yesterday. You know, I know we're still in the pre-season friendly side of things, but we had, you know, the likes of Arsenal versus Chelsea playing yesterday, and, you know, I've been mentioning it for a while. I've done like a team analysis on Arsenal as well, and this is a team where I feel, or who I feel, will be third in the league next season in the Premier League. You know, I've mentioned in my previous videos of the analysis or the reasoning why. But again, I don't see Chelsea doing well. The acquisitions that they've made, such as, you know, the likes of Sterling. You've got Koulibaly now. But again, Sterling was playing for the match yesterday. They've got the likes of Sterling on the left. They had Havertz on the right, and they had Werner in the central position. But nothing was working like for that. They never have an attacking clique, Chelsea. They've always done very well defensively from the past seasons in the normal leagues and whatnot, but they've lost some really key defensive players. You've got Rudiger that's gone over to Real Madrid. Yes, they replaced him with Koulibaly, but in my opinion, Koulibaly's out of form. He's aged now. Yes, he's got the international relationship with Mendy that will help out, but again, the Premier League is just so physical. I don't see him playing. I don't know. I don't see him doing well. A good comparison would be with Varane. He came from Real Madrid, fantastic goat of a player. He went over to Manchester United, and man is now second fiddle to Maguire, the captain of Manchester United. So I don't know. I don't see Koulibaly doing too well, especially as he's been on his arse so many times when he's played against Liverpool, when it was Liverpool versus Napoli in the Champions League. So the physicality side of things, I don't see him doing too well. But again, they're looking at Koundé now to finalise the deal on that. So the partnership with Koundé and Koulibaly, maybe that will work out, maybe not. But you got the likes of Thiago Silva, who's 38 years old, and who completely dominated the defensive scene at that age for Chelsea. He had a fantastic season, and he's again been playing these friendlies. And I don't know how it's going to be with Chelsea next season for like the defensive side of things. Maybe that might be taking a bit of a hit, but again, I don't see them getting Champions League football next year. They didn't play as well as they should have. I think Arsenal was showing their free-flowing, attacking, ruthless, game style, and that's something that they've had, but unfortunate to not succeed last season by getting the Champions League spot over Tottenham. But you got Zinchenko that was playing as a left back. You had Saliba that was, who's come back from loan, and he wants to, be as competitive as possible and show his worth to the Arsenal side of things. So he does want to stay within the Arsenal and do as well as he can. And Jesus has just been awesome. He's just been so awesome. Like the player itself, Jesus is, and his potential from the past seasons was always there, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but from like the Football Manager side of things, as well as FIFA, Jesus has always been good. But it's been unfortunate because he's had Aguero up front, for Manchester City. Plus, like, they've adopted a very strange style like last season. They weren't really going for like a forward as such. They adopted more like the Barca side of things, where they had midfielders in the front line. But then Jesus was playing towards the latter end of last season, scoring many goals as well. But I think it's such a purchase from Arsenal that is going to do them very well, because they had Aubameyang, they had Lacazette, but they were on so much money that they just didn't give a crap. Like, and that's the thing that they wanted to do. They wanted to get rid of these old, dead wood players as such, and progress their team into the youthful side that they are. And that's something that I really enjoy about Arsenal. So, I do see a very promising season for them. I think Chelsea, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, just haven't done well with their striking options. And Werner has mentioned in his past comments that he wants to stay at Chelsea. This is where the club that he sees to be with. But again, he doesn't have that relationship, or it's not a strong relationship with Tuchel. So, with the Bundesliga, before he came over to Chelsea, he had 34 games, he had 28 goals and 8 assists. And just last season for Werner at Chelsea, he had 21 games, okay? 4 goals and 1 assist. So, man can't be relied. They do need another striker. You got the likes of Ronaldo that was being rumoured, but now he's being rumoured for Atletico Madrid. Now, that is going to be an awesome signing for Atletico Madrid, because firstly, they're in the Champions League, and that's something that you want. And secondly, the strikers that have come out of Atletico Madrid, or that have played for Atletico Madrid, in general, as a centre-forward, have always done well. Like we had the likes of Torres, you had Suarez, you had Falcao, you had Griezmann, you had Costa, you had David Villa, you had Aguero, you had Forlan. Like, all of these players are such, like, I don't know how to describe it, but world-class players. And if Ronaldo does go across to Atletico Madrid, I think that will be a very, very good purchase. He's going to be playing in La Liga against Real Madrid. I would love to see him do like a swee against Real Madrid. I think that would be really cool. But, for Atletico Madrid, a great manager that they've got there with Simone, who's been there for so many years. And, that's going to be an interesting move if he does go ahead to Atletico Madrid. But from what I've heard, it's going to be like a loan move. But, No, I think we're going to be... I think Ronaldo will be the talk of this, you know, transfer window just for his move, because I don't see him coming back to Manchester United. They haven't made as many, you know, changes as they should have. They've got Martinez, who's like 5'3", who's going to get absolutely dominated by the, you know, the tall, physical Premier League players. So that's going to be banter to watch. But no, guys, I have ranted on quite a bit. I did want to talk about like Man City's game as well, but I just didn't know I was going to get too much into the Arsenal and Chelsea side of things and the teams itself. But we'll talk a bit more about Man City, especially as Liverpool versus Man City is coming up. But I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Take care and bye-bye.